How are we feeling out there, Mr.
Well, we're
Peckham?
good. Hey, we're live.
We're set.
Well, you know what? I mean, I'm certainly not happy about the score, 4-2. But, you know, I have to say it's still a pretty exciting game at the moment.
I think so.
You know, there's just a lot of back and forth,
Yep.
a lot of close calls, you know, a lot of everything.
Yeah,
You know, there's a lot of mistakes, but there's a lot of everything.
I agree. Those and our 2 goals were how exciting is that? If you could get a breakaway every single time, how nice would that be?
I'm just really upset that now all the Stingo prizes have been given away.
Yeah.
I'm just cranky at that because I got people passing me these Stingo cards, right? So I've got a stack of like 12.
And you're out there.
I'm like crossing things off and stuff. Not a single bite. I'm like, ah.
I know. I swear
me-
people were
what?
cheating.
What's with that Burrows guy?
Even when he's out, he just can't be totally
he
out.
just can't be out. It's all good. But anyway, to get back to the game, I mean, Kitchener is certainly kind of outplaying us in a certain way. I don't want to say it's pace, but you know what? I mean, the thing that bugs me the most is the number of times that we've passed to a Ranger player.
Oh, it's like you got to pick your head up before
I'm
you.
like, come on, boys.
Turn and fire. Turn and fire is the name of the game.
You know, and it's almost like the Sting they're at a place where we don't have a lot of guys that want to go and be that superstar and take the shots, the high percentage shots.
Yeah.
We don't have a sharpshooter. We don't have the guy that's, every time the puck hits a stick, he's going to make a shot on goal, right? And I think the other thing that I noticed was that, like, our point guys, when we are in the forward zone, our point guys play behind the blue line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why are you playing in the neutral zone when we're on, get inside the blue line
Right.
so that you can stop those pucks? And that is something we are just not doing. We're not stopping the pucks coming out of that offensive zone.
It's almost consistently out at the blue line. And those are your biggest chances when you get a guy at the blue line and it's a chance to pass D to D, open him up, get some guys along the boards, and it's just you can't seem to set up in anyone's offensive zone.
Yeah, and it's hard. And I think, when you combine that with not having enough guys that want to get goals, I mean, we've got like 3 or 4 guys that are pretty high in the point standing as far as goals go. But then the rest of the club trails them.
Just right at the bottom.
Significantly.
Yeah. And even the players that are up there, I think a certain level of selfishness comes with that, with being a pure shooter, and you kind of have to have it. It's just, you almost see too much of a team game where everybody wants to be the passer, everybody wants to have the assist. Like someone's got to want to take the risk and just.
But we can't leave Wally and Diorio and Peckham Edwards, as the only guys getting goals. I want to see more out of guys like Jack Van Volsen, because he had a really good start to the season.
On fire.
I thought he was going to be one of our really super big shooter guys, and he's just kind of not really been there lately. And I don't know what that is, and I wish him all the best. I know these guys have the skill to do this, and to make it happen and to put pucks in the back of the net, but we can't, wait for that prime opportunity every time.
The TSN turning point.
Yeah, exactly.
And you see how easy that the Rangers did it with the tic-tac-toe play right out front there, and every player got a touch of the puck, and Patrick Quinlan doesn't know where to go because the passing is so crisp and smooth, and it's like if you are going to make the pass, you got to do it like that, not turn and fire, and then it ends up in a blue jersey, right?
Well, and then the other thing, this is another one that just makes me crazy.
Grind your gears?
Well, it just grinds my...
Peckham grind your gears segment.
Frosts my nards. Like, it's everything, man. This one just bugs me. So, if you were to just kind of map out the offensive zone, and you were to put, like, from this place, we can score 60% of the time. But we don't take those shots. We like to wait till there's like a 2% chance, like right at the baseline, we're going to flip it up, bounce it off the back of the goaltender, and get it in. That's the shots that we take, and there's like 2% chance of that. What are you taking that shot from the baseline for? I mean, seriously, why are we playing so damn deep?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's do a little tic-tac-toe from the hashtags kind of thing, and open up a space where you can actually see the mesh and put a shot into it.
Yeah.
You know, I think we take a lot of panic-stricken goal or panic-stricken passes or shots on goal that just have a really low percentage of happening. And I really like to see that go the other way. You know, let's make some stuff happen out in front of the goal, because we got guys that can do it.
The skill is there. It's undeniable. All these players were drafted for a reason, right? They've got the skill.
Absolutely.
I think, with those passes, it comes down to just getting pressured in the offensive zone. You're right. It's a panic move where you're stuck in the corner and you don't know where to go, and you got to get it off your stick because you don't want to be the one to lose it.
And I mean, even to be fair, like, we spend a lot of time in the forward zone. Yeah. I mean, even in this game, you know, our shots on goal are low, but we're playing that much period of time we're playing a lot of minutes in the forward zone. We just can't seem to make anything happen and defend that blue line in that respect. Yeah, low danger chances. You see the shot total, it really isn't that bad, but it's just, you just don't see them in high danger. It's baseline, like you said, or even when the point takes a shot, it's from the back in the corner, and you're just kind of firing it, and it gets picked off somewhere in the middle, and then it's hard to stop because you're, like you said, you're playing behind the blue line. So it's in and out, and it's so hard to keep that. And that second period of slump kind of came into play again. Yeah. I'm hoping that, you know, whatever's going on in the locker room right now, I'd be, you know, like, look, guys, we got to put it out there. You know what I mean? We're this part of the season, we need some wins. You know what I mean? We need points. We need some, you know, regular time stuff happening in our favor. And, you know, they need to put it all out there. I want to see this, you know, an energetic third period. I want to see us making the hits. You know, it's unfortunate that we have so many out on injury, you know, especially in the defensive end. That really hurts, having guys like backs out. Yeah, it brings the energy on any line that he plays on, right? Yeah, 100%. Such a good hitter. Yep. Yeah, but I want to see a little more of that. I want to see some shots on goal. Like, you know, like, let's just take a few more chances. Yeah. We take a few more chances. You never know. Like, I mean, you know, if you score 1 out of every 10 shots, then, you know. That's not bad percentage, right? Make 10 shots. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Like, just make them hit the net. 100%. 100%. The meshy thing. Yeah. I love the meshy thing. We got to thank our sponsors, obviously, Joe's Discount Tire and Hughes Intelligence. Yes. And a big shout out from me for Hughes Intelligence, because just last week we were up and we got the box. And it was amazing. VIP experience. Slightly different view from up there, so that was a whole ton of fun spending that time up there with you. That was great. Good time. Yep. So thanks to Hughes Intelligence for that. But. So what else is going on? I think you got to look at this as like the last. It's not mathematical, but you got to look at it like the last 20 minutes of your season. You don't want to be so final about it, but it's what it's coming down to. You're 7 points behind Saginaw. You need to really at this point. It's going to be almost impossible to win the next 7 games and get all the points that you can. So, you know, and I don't think we want to be resigning ourselves to the fact that, you know, well, maybe our season is come to a close, and so we're just going to go out there and, you know, let's just not get injured and stuff like that. I don't want to see that. Like, I mean, play your hockey. You Put it all on the line. Absolutely. I mean, I was always a practice how you want to play kind of guy, right? So even in practice, when I was coaching and stuff, not hockey, but coaching basketball, but, you know, I would be looking at my girls and going, you know what? They got us 4-2. You know, we got nothing left to lose. Yeah. Let's just get out there and play the way we know how to play. You know, like, let's put it out there. Let's go back to systems, go back to basics, take as many shots as you want. I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen? We could turn this thing around. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I do, 100%. Like, so that's what I want to see. I want to see in that locker room, I want to see these guys having the conversations like, look, guys, we can play better than this. Let's show our fans. Let's give it to our fans today. Right. You know, let's just go out, play, have some fun, take some shots, play some hockey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're so right. Just going back to basics, I'd like to see the line stacked and put all your offensive weapons on the same line. I know that it kind of spares out the rest of the lineup, but if you've got 20 minutes left, play them as much as you can without them
100%.
throwing up on the bench and
Exactly.
put Diorio out there, put Edwards.
Breathing hard, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I agree. What is the worst that can happen? You're going to be extra tired after the game. Like, don't force an injury for sure, but give it until you're going to be sick, because the only thing you're going to have is regrets. And as long as you could say you went out there and gave it your 100% best, then how can you be mad at that?
Because the other thing too that you have to consider is that, I mean, these guys are technically at this point still playing for a spot on next year's team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, let's finish the season off and show us what you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the only way to go is up.
Yeah, and that's what I said to Mr. Burrows as well, is that you've got this little bit of runway now. And Mr. Burrows, right?
You called him Mr.?
Mr. Peckham, everyone's a Mr. to me.
Well, thank you, young fella.
But yeah, it's all you got now. You got to give it every last bit, and this is it. You've got your little bit of runway, and if you don't end up making the playoff, you've got 7 games to even prove it to the scouts. I know you're auditioning for next year's team, but you're also auditioning. A lot of these players are going to end up in the NHL draft this year.
Yeah,
Diorio,
absolutely.
Edwards, any guys who are of the age.
And that's a great point. There are still scouts in the building.
Definitely.
And
maybe even more so now at the end of the season.
100%. Let's see what's going to happen for next year. So yeah, let's put your heart in it.
Yeah, you've got 7 games to prove to them that you deserve to be in the NHL draft. I think we had Diorio and Edwards projected to be late first round, and you see with their numbers, they've probably slipped into the second round, but they're still going to go high in the draft. So you've got to give it. This is your audition. This is your 8-game runway to say, if we're not going to make the playoffs, then this is what I have to offer to an NHL team.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Connor. 100%, and I'd like to see that out of all of our guys.
Mm-hmm.
Not just those NHL prospects, but. We're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, we're getting the okay here.
Yeah, okay, do you remember how to play the end of this?
I sure do.
Okay.
This is from me and Mr. Peckham.
Go
1,
Sting,
2,
go!
Go Sting, go!
Nice try, big guy.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.